Welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz as we move into round 5 of Season 6 with Toro Rosso driver Ben Waterworth. It's the Spanish Grand Prix, and we're about to get into qualifying, but I'm coming in early because we're about to see the stupid person who we don't like in Emma tell us who our next driver is. So let's press this. Next rival. Not rival. Drival.
Hey.
Here she comes.
Looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on.
Thanks, Emma. You tell me this every single time. You do realise you never change at all in everything you say. How robotic your life must be. And you do the same walk. Perez. Okay, cool. We're back to a Force India. Awesome. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, now, best qualifying here in Spain is, funnily enough, we got 8th back in Season 1 on F1 2017. I didn't think I'd ever gotten a top 10 here. F1 2016, I got 13th, 19th. Here I got 8th, 11th, 16th, 12th, 18th. Best finish here is dead last. No, I'll take that back. It's 19th. Second last. So that is our pretty piss weak track record here in Spain. So get ready for a fair few flashbacks, I feel, this time around. Let's do this. Yeah, it's a circuit that I'm quite mediocre. That's the word, mediocre. See how the car moves around? I'm not actually doing anything with my joystick there. It moves around a lot here because obviously we're high speed. With our car being the fastest in Formula 1. So it's interesting. 13th is where they want us. So I'm sure we can manage that. I feel as we try and hover around this Ferrari Ghost as they pull away, of course, in the corners as we struggle in the corners. Straights are our strength. The corners are our weakness. In this corner here, which is the Alonso chicane, I like to call it, where the prick took me off a couple of seasons ago after racing side by side with him. Alright, just hanging into the top 10 at the moment. This is always a tricky section. We always tend to spin out here. Get a little bit too eager on the car. Not quite this time around. Oh, good, we held on to that. That's good. As we get a little bit curby there. Not the best feeling in the world, but not enough, I feel, to flashback. We're still in a decent position here. Still in a decent position. Can we crack the top 10? I don't think we are. I think we're just going to get dead on 10th by the looks of things. Can we crack the top 10 in 9th? I think we got 10th. We got 10th. I would have liked to be maybe a position or two higher, but look, we'll take it. Meets the team's expectations. That's all we can ask for, and hopefully we can do better than our best ever finish here of second last. So that's qualifying for Spain. Let's get ourselves prepped and raring to go for race day. Something we're going to do right now. Alrighty. All right, we need to really do well here. Obviously, flashbacks are going to come into play, I feel, but Monaco next. I think we're going to reduce the difficulty just so we can it's mainly for the qualifying. It's mainly for the qualifying, and then we can just like back up the pack on the race day or something and use a flashback. So that will be a bit of a cheat for Monaco, I feel. I think we have to do it. Oh, how are we? Oh, because he would have out-qualified us. Nothing really spectacular then moving forward on the rival, on the reputation. Oh no, it's a wet race! Damn it! At least we can have full wet rather than just into wet. Fucking hell. Alright, flashbacks. This is just a flashback. It's like a dream. Of course, On the Brink, one of our podcasts, we use that as one of our segment introductions. A bit of a random bit of trivia for you there. Not that you really asked for it, but it's only into wet. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Yawn. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. We're on the inside, positives. Alright, here we go, folks. We are in Espanol. Got a bit more on the old fuel gauge there for the mix on the Roche, and we're off and racing in Barcelona. Get ready for some carnage in the first corners and get ready to use those flashbacks. God, we're slow off the line in the wet. And that is a real shame as we try and get a few positions. No, we're not going to damage our front wing. Thank you very much. We're going to put it about there. We'll be fine. And we're going to try this again. No, we've done it again. Oops, we did it again. Third time lucky. No. I told you Spain would bring in the flashbacks, alright? So you can just live with it, folks. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. It's me who's driving this, you're just watching it. Whoa, as we try and get a bit of speed here, I reckon we can get ahead of Ricardo here up in this corner. Look out, look out, look out. No, we're not even going to get ahead of Bottas. It's going to get ahead of Max. I was about to call him Jos. Wrong Verstappen, Ben. Alright. We're up to 6. It's decent in Spain, I guess, considering that we always have trouble here. 11th is where they want us to be. Now, I haven't really gone podium or bust because I just feel that that's just unrealistic here. 6 I'd be very happy with, to be honest. So we just always struggle at this circuit, even with flashbacks up our sleeve. This is a bit of a overtaking. I'm just always worried about this corner because this is the spin corner. There's a few corners here in the game, which it doesn't matter what the circuit or what the conditions, I always find a way to spin at. And this is definitely one of them. Oh, alright. We're going to round that one this time around. Okay, we'll take it. Yep. Hate this last section here. Bring back the old way they used to do it. I like that much better. Anyone remembers the old layout of Barcelona? Didn't have that little chicane at the end, it just went straight there. It's kind of like a sweeping right-hander. Anyway, here we go. Down the main straight. We're pulled away from Grosjean. But this isn't good for our reputation in terms of being ahead of the main 6, is it? We're only ahead of one of the main 6, and that is Verstappen, who, let's be honest, I think we could do a lot better job than he's doing in Red Bull at the moment. They made us Danny Rick's teammate. But we're definitely not ahead of a Mercedes or a Ferrari this time around, which in our ever-going quest of maybe getting to one of those teams is not going to happen. But look, we'd be happy with a Red Bull drive. I'd be happy with a Red Bull drive. I'd be happy with the drive of anyone else. Wow, we have used so much fuel. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Going to try and tiptoe our way through here to ultimately get in 6th place, which again, a bit disappointing compared to our last few results, but again also we should mention that we are heading into Monaco next, so lock up your daughters in terms of how badly we're going to do there. But again, as I keep saying, we're going to reduce the difficulty deliberately just for one race, and we'll whack it back up to 60 for Canada, just so that we can monitor that clearly. You know what I'm trying to say, folks. Whoa. That was a little bit hoggledy-poggledy. Vettel sets the fastest lap. I believe he's still leading. Whoa, we have a big lead over Romain, don't we? We are in 6th place purgatory at the moment as we start our 3rd lap for our best ever result here in Spain, which of course would be an amazing achievement considering that we generally suck here. Again, I know we use a couple of flashbacks at the start, but once again, you've got to understand our roles as we come into this difficult 6th season. Just monitoring that fuel situation. It's not really going to make a matter of difference. We've got a big enough lead over the car behind us, and we're not going to catch the cars in front of us. So, it's again in purgatory. Huge lead over Grosjean. It's a bit rare, isn't it? Whoa. Skid around there. Whoa. Getting a little bit airy there, Benjamin. 5 places ahead of where we're meant to be, so obviously we'll take that. Not going to be tasting El Champano today in El Spaño. But Hamilton, first time he'll be on the podium in some time, it seems, which is obviously good for his championship aspirations. Hasn't won since Season 2 in this game. So he'll be a uppy chappy. don't know why I do silly little voices like that sometimes. Clearly it's just to be entertaining, but considering we have like 2 viewers of these videos, it's really not that entertaining, clearly. But for both of you who do watch this, Shedmeister and other random person, don't know who you are, Catherine maybe, thank you for being involved. 10.0 seconds, folks, between myself and the leader, just in case you wanted to know. Sure you were dying to know that little factoid. And, well, your factoid today is brought to you by the letter F for factoid, because that's the only thing that I could think of. F also spells the word fuck, which is a nice word to use. I've used it lots on Casual Gamer Oz, because I'm not very good. I'm actually fucking terrible. But, in light of calling this fucking terrible Gamer Oz, I don't know if that would have really drawn in many viewers. But maybe it would have drawn in more. Who knows? Maybe it would have gotten 3 instead of 2. Coming soon. Fucking terrible Gamer Oz. You're welcome. Alright. I'm so in no man's land here. No one behind me, no one in front of me. This is only a 5-lap race. I have a very itchy head right now. Just to warn you there, I'm going to have to, I reckon... Oh, God. Scratch away, Ben. This headset was getting a little bit loose on my head and just moving away from me ever so slightly. So we try and hold on to it there. We do ever so slightly. This has been the most simplest Spanish Grand Prix I've ever had, barring the 2 flashbacks. Or was it 3? I think it was only 2. This is a bit of a rarity here, folks. Spanish Grand Prix with not a whole lot to say or do. And just for shots and gogs, let's put it on to Roch mode as we enter the last lap. But enough there, I feel, to really stretch our little leg skis. As we channel it down now here into turn 1. Try and not let the car get away from us there ever so slightly. And... yeah, I think we'll keep the engine for Monaco. I think we might change it for Canada. We should win Canada. I mean, we won Italy. We've reduced the difficulty and better engine and flashbacks on it. I don't see why we can't win Canada. Pole, I don't know. I mean, we'd like to get a pole here on F1 2017. Again, something we haven't achieved on F1 2017. See a few on F1 2016 in a Sauber. How good was our career going in Sauber? 2 seasons. Offers straight. We didn't actually get offers in our first season, did we? We got offers in our second season. Toro Rosso actually took that drive, didn't we? So it's kind of poignant that we moved to Toro Rosso this time around when that actually was our offer at the end of F1 2016. But 6 seasons later, who would have thunk it that here we still fucking are. Anyway. Thought I'd honestly be in a Ferrari by now. But I would be on F1 2016. That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. I don't know. I see you think I would have learnt the lyrics to that by now, wouldn't you? Whoa, big slide. Vettel wins. We're going to get 6 in Spain. The rain in Spain makes us get 6 and not go insane. Good drive. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yeah, baby.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Can't even get commended on it, you ungrateful little bastard. There we go. There we go. There we go, 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 there we go. Why am I singing? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna just have a look at how this all played out at the beginning. Pretty standard start. And again, if it was a dry race, I probably would have been a little bit more braver on the brakes there. Oh, that Williams, that Massa got pushed out of it very much there. And it cut across dear old Perez. Is that my rival? Hope so. We needed to get ahead of him pretty swiftly there, obviously, as we've got ourselves a new rival for this race. And you're going to watch me go straight down there. I could not quite get the Mercedes, but I do get at least one of the Red Bulls. And oh, damage there to Verstappen. Sorry about that, Maximus. Alright, so Vettel, Häkkinen, I keep over the line, he's gone. Hamilton, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Bottas, me, Grosjean, Verstappen, Perez, and Magnussen getting a point there. Good job. Alright, standings-wise, Hamilton moves up to 3rd. We hold on just ahead of Ricciardo And we're now dropping a little bit back behind the top 4. Vettel leading by 15 points, though. Magnussen moves up into 11th. Hulkenberg down to 12th. Constructors, we lose again a little bit more ground to Red Bull, but we gain plenty more on Williams there. Ferrari still leading it. Haas moves up into 6th place. So we're just going to now see how our career gets a boost as we move into the most difficult one in Monaco, motherfucker. We're going to reduce it significantly when it comes down to the difficulty. As I said, we are going to completely take it down to just try for one round only. We'll put it back up for Canada. And hopefully that can give us a slight hint of an advantage. So we get 120 points there. That's great. We get 19 first ones there. Surely we've moved ahead of him now. We do by 1 point. And our reputation doesn't really move. It does in the lower teens, but Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes want nothing to do with this extra too much there moving forward. Okay, so that has been Spain. We're off to Monaco again. We'll update you a little bit on how much we reduce everything there. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. You're tuned into Casual Game Rolls, and we'll speak to you next time. Good night.